Welcome back to the Notre Dame Anti-Dynasty. After a couple weeks off, we have Notre Dame redonning those blue caps. Today they're at home, again after a neutral site win over number 5 Oklahoma, this time facing the Golden Gophers of Minnesota. And Notre Dame is feeling quite confident after an absolutely phenomenal defensive performance against the Sooners, where they got 7 takeaways. Minnesota is much less talented than Oklahoma, winless in the Big Ten, only 2-4. This could be a big opportunity for the Irish. Let's see how they start off. Well, Drew Pine, he's going to begin with a nice pass over the middle to Lorenzo Styles, always getting those long throws. Then a little bit later, he's going to find himself Thomas on the sideline, shoves off a defender, and is marked down just short of the goal line. But it's no surprise that they would punch it in immediately after. So Notre Dame with a quick 1-2-3 touchdown drive to start off the game. Well, Minnesota, how do they start? It's going to start with Morgan taking a 10-yard sack. Not very good, but that will not discourage these Gophers as Mohamed Ibrahim on the edge, going down that sideline, eventually chased down, but not before he picks up 31. So Tanner Morgan is going to finish off this drive with the fumble recovered by Brandon Joseph of the Fighting Irish, because why would Notre Dame do anything so reasonable as score there? And they're not going to be content with being in the shadow of their end zone, because right here, Audric Estime giving them some space well in the first quarter, and then a handoff here to Tyree. He's got a couple men to beat, breaks off all the tackles, gets a nice block on that edge too. It was a very nice block, and that gives him a touchdown. So Notre Dame going to go up by 2 scores, as they often do. Question is, will they blow it? Well, Tanner Morgan is going to start by throwing an interception to Tariq Bracy, so maybe Notre Dame won't blow it. Last time they got a pretty sizable lead, they almost blew it, so that's turnover 2 today. That's 9 in 2 weeks. And then Drew Pine will cap off this with an easy touchdown there to Braden Lenzy. So Notre Dame is already at a 3-score lead. Can Tanner Morgan do something with the Gophers? They're pretty desperate here on 4th and 20, but they're actually playing like a competent team on this drive, or at least on that play. Now, 3rd down and 6, they got Brown Stevens on the edge. That'll give them a 1st down and goal, and on 2nd and goal, a quick slant to the end zone will get the Golden Gophers on the board. So they are at least doing something, even if it's just a little bit. But they do have to stop Notre Dame, and that is a pretty big if, because Matt Salerno there breaking off a tackle, getting some help, fighting off even more. That lack of tackling on Minnesota is really hurting. 3rd down and goal, Drew Pine over the middle, caught by Matt Salerno to cap off this drive with a touchdown. The Fighting Irish having once again a dominant offensive and defensive performance. And let's throw on an extra pick just to be sure by Bertrand. And that will be how the first half ends. Minnesota's going to have to make quite the comeback if they want to make this one work. Good start there, Daniel Jackson with a nice 18-yard catch. Now play action from Tanner Morgan, slinging to the left and caught by Span Ford. Can this be another touchdown drive for the Gophers? Well, they're going to go and do something, and that something is an interception by Lewis. He gets himself in on the party. That's turnover number 4 today. Pretty bad for Minnesota. Play action here. Oh, there's a good play. Big time sack for the Gophers. Can they repeat? Is Drew Pine generous? Yes, he is. He's going to give them another sack. And yeah, Minnesota's actually celebrating. They have a reason to celebrate. And Notre Dame's not coming back with that one. That's a quick catch by Daniel Jackson. Once again, they're on the side. Little curl route. And they do actually punch this one in with Ibrahim. So the Golden Gophers have now made it a 2-score game. They just need a couple stops and they're good, but they need a couple stops and they're not good at that. So we're late in the 3rd quarter. Drew Pine going to the left himself, and that's a catch, and that's a touchdown from Matt Salerno, his 2nd, I believe, of the day. And Minnesota will once again be down by 21 points. Tanner Morgan will get a nice catch. Ooh, good spin by Daniel Jackson. In fact, it's so nice, they'll do it twice. Good cheese play is always good to repeat, and they'll try it a 3rd time, but this time they'll go deep and get picked off again. It's Lewis again, and Notre Dame again forces a turnover, the 5th today. So let's not belabor the point. We all know exactly what's going to happen. Minnesota does get a stop and drive down to punch in a touchdown, but we all know that is going to be too little too late. 3 minutes, 2 minutes left, and then when you allow this touchdown by Audric Estime, the game is well and truly over. But we're not quite done yet, because there's only one fitting way to end this game, and that is with an interception for the Irish, their 13th takeaway in 2 games. And that is how this one is going to end, a 21-point win for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And if you look at the stats for today, Drew Pine was on point, 19 for 22, 287, 3 touchdowns, no picks. And everyone who ran the ball wound up scoring a touchdown, including the negative 12 yards of Drew Pine. Still seems so weird. No one dominated in receiving, but Matt Salerno did get himself a pair of touchdowns. Braden Lindsay also got himself a touchdown. Even the blocking was good, 3 pancakes for the tight end. And then defense, they were all over the place today. Clarence Lewis had 2 picks, a pick for J.D. Bertrand. I mean, name a weakness. I can't find one for Notre Dame today. Box score, obviously Notre Dame's going to dominate. Surprising they didn't actually have more passing yards. That really is surprising. And now Notre Dame is once again going to be playing the number 5 team in the nation. They have momentum this time, going against USC, their hated rival. Lee Corso's choosing them. I'll see you next week, but until then, make sure to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and have a nice day.